All right, traders, here we go with the watch list video for Thursday, December 29th. The SPY is trying to roll back over here, and I'll show you an intraday. It's pretty darn weak all day, right? You had this one bounce and just rolled over and went out near the lows. I'm going to show you a few charts real quick, like Apple, pretty ugly, right? Amazon, when I say a few charts, I mean big name charts. Tesla, Disney, all pretty ugly, right? Having said that, Tesla did put in a green day, closed above its open. If I were a swing trader near the close today, I would have taken my first nibble, but I'm not. I don't hold overnight because if I were a swing trader and I took Tesla today, I would have started to nibble. I mean, look at the volume. We got a green candle. It's way oversold. If I would have done that, then it would open at $70 tomorrow. So I'm doing you all a favor by not being a swing trader. I'm in cash every night, but certainly looking interesting for continuation of today's intraday bounce tomorrow. Anyway, today, KALA was the best call in chat. Not surprising to anyone who knows our chat room, but it was Kevin P. And before this candle, Kevin typed in, KALA is holding up well. If it curls, I like the 950 second mouse. You can see the earlier high of day was 965. So you've got a half number inflection point with the high of day just above, and then you add that candle in. He gave everybody a heads up, and then he gave you another heads up. Hey, here comes the volume. Anyone in chat that saw that post probably could have grabbed that Tokyo style or at 950, and you got the halt literally 2 cents above the high of day. So that was a great heads up. And then you get the open halt, open halt, open halt. I mean, anyone who got that just made a killing, an amazing call. I did take a screenshot of it. That was his actual post in chat. Amazing call, Kevin, if you're watching this video. All right, what are we watching for tomorrow? Well, let's cancel that because KALA is definitely one of them. Had a huge move today, closed well off of its highs, but definitely worth having on radar for tomorrow for day traders like me. SLNO back on watch. I like the pop. Yesterday it went to 205. Look what we have. 205 again today. Got a 2-day high right there. Holding up pretty well. The market was ugly. So maybe we get an open below 2 tomorrow and a clean tape at 2. And then we know 206 is another catalyst. And then you've got the most recent high of 242 that could be a magnet. And with 228, you can't see it on this chart, is a 200-day. So a lot of reasons to like this through 2 tomorrow if it sets up right? HOTH, I think was decided by the Twitter sphere that it's a sympathy to KALA. That's all I could find on it, so keep that in mind. I do like the chart, though. You had this kind of day and a half pop from 320 to 548, right, in one session and part of the other session before it reversed, and now curling back up. Today's high 485 before closing at 438. Anyway, I do like the chart a lot. Just know that it's been deemed a sympathy to KALA, and that doesn't mean it really is, right? So I like the chart though. So it's going to be on watch. GRRR, you got to love that symbol. Actually had a nice headline today, which I just looked it up just now. Big volume for the stock. The range was 449 all the way to 840, so this sucker can move, right? Closing well off its highs though. But because of the headline, fairly low float. I can't remember what it was, 30-something million maybe though. But definitely want to watch this for potential tomorrow. Tesla, I already talked about this one. I'm definitely going to have this on watch tomorrow for the reasons I already gave. RAYA has only been trading for a couple weeks. Hit all-time highs, if you can call it that, on December 22nd. And now you've got, but ended up with a red day plus 3 more red days. Certainly overdue for a bounce, and actually had a nice sounding headline this morning, even though it didn't catch a bid really. That one goes on bounce watch for tomorrow. GOTU goes right back on bounce watch. We did get it down to that area I said I like between the 8 and the 20 day. So if it's going to bounce, tomorrow would be a good day for it to give us an A+ setup. ORIC had on watch today, had the red inside day after the big 2 days, and then we had today a small gap down, but then a nice candle to the upside. So today's high, 597, maybe over 6 tomorrow when the most recent high was just 11 cents above that. And if you pan out, and this actually had really good news on this day, so it certainly has some room to run. But in the short term, it's certainly extended. But we'll watch that for a potential A+ setup through 6. PRQR. It's a recent high flyer. Today, actually closing near the highs inside of yesterday's candle. So that one's got potential. SMMT was a really strong stock. Had a second run here, pulled back, and now curling right back up again. Definitely goes on watch. Couple more. NUWE. Had nice volume today for that stock. Still only 700,000 shares. I think this thing has, speaking of 700,000, I think that's about what its float is. Maybe 900,000. I think the float's less than $1 million anyway. Today topped out at 1050. Back here, 1062. I don't know that that's really a relevant recent high. But anyway, the fact that it topped out at the half number, plus had good volume, plus a small float, makes it a day trader's must watch. And then lastly, PDSB. Let me pan out a little bit here. Really nice breakout today. Very strong stock. So strong stock in a weak tape. We're going to keep that one on watch as well. That's plenty to watch, and we'll also add some gappers to it in the pre-market. I'm done babbling. We'll see everybody in the chat room in the morning.